Good morning, Unity of Oak Park.
Good morning.
Happy Sunday. Can we turn around and say good morning to our online audience?
Hi, home.
Thank you to everyone for joining us today. My name is Janine, and a great way to stay engaged and align your energy for your best year in 2025 is to sign up for our newsletter and follow us online. This will keep you informed about the latest news and events at UOP. We also encourage you to sign up for events in advance through our website. Doing so helps us share materials and communicate updates should there be any event changes. All right, everyone, take out your phones and snap a photo of your favorite events. Text it to a friend or save it as a reminder for yourself. Today, after service at 11:45 a.m., Reverend Heidi will be here for the second part of her series, Make Space for Grace Soul Shop. Yes! You won't want to miss it, and we are overjoyed that Reverend Heidi could be here with us today. Also, it's Birthday Sunday. Yay! Join us in fellowship for the celebration of June birthdays at 11 a.m. The next meal making community outreach project for Housing Forward will take place on Tuesday, July 8th at 5:30 p.m. The second Saturday Conversations in Spirituality monthly meetup will be held on Saturday, July 12th at 9 a.m. in the Solarium. Our summer barbecue community block party with food, music, and fun will be held on Sunday, July 13th after service. At this time, I'd like to call up Scott Buchanan for a special Pave the Way announcement.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. And my name is Scott Buchanan, and I'm here to talk about Pave the Way. We have grown so much because each and every one of you at Unity of Oak Park, you're an essential part of our story. You are the story. The support you builds the foundation for everything we do here today and every day after. And through our Paving the Way Fund, we put our faith, love, and perseverance into action. I'd just like to say, look at our board. It is filling up with people. I am so super excited. So we are manifesting what we need. There's a lot of lower, you can give anything, $5, $1, but there's a lot of $25. So even if you come together as a group and give $25 so we can fill the board up, I think it's by mid of August we're going to stop. And this really helps us do everything from this beautiful Sunday service to buying equipment, to fixing the driveway, which we did last year, to fixing the hose so I don't get wet this morning like I did. Lots of things, all the community events we do. Your gifts keep the youth and music school, the sobriety groups that meet here, after school programs that meet here, and many more transform their lives here because of each and every one of our donations and all of you. So thank you very much from Unity Oak Park to you. To contribute, give in person or visit our website and click the Pave the Way button. Each colored gingerbread on the board symbolizes a donation and our faith in action. Thank you for being the dream builder who keeps our visions alive.
Thank you so much, Scott, for being a leader in paving the way for us. We invite you to join us for coffee after the service in the Solarium. It's a great place to connect with our community members who can tell you more about these amazing happenings. If this is your first time here, we have a special welcome package for you in the bookstore. And now, please stand as we join our choir and sing, "Come On In."
Yes, a big thank you for all of our rock stars here this morning. Yes. My name is Lindsay Ambrose, and I'm so happy to welcome you all here today. I work here at Unity. I'm a communications, administration, community builder, so very happy to be here and welcome you all. And welcome our guest today, Reverend Heidi Alfrey is here. Yes. We also have our guest musician, Caress, and our whole Unity band. So we are in for a treat. Yes. As some of you know, I'm also a ministerial student. Just last week, I was at Unity Village. Yes, and I take that sacredness of that space, that love and intention. Over 100 years ago, when Unity first came about from our founders, I take that here today and I bring that into our opening prayer. So let us now take a moment to just get present. Just center ourselves in this space, knowing this is right where we need to be. We take a nice big deep breath in. And with that slow release, we bring our attention to here and now. Myrtle Fillmore says, "There is no discord in my being. Being is peace. There is no discord in my being. Being is peace." With that peace in our hearts, we let that energy of love, understanding, truth fill our body from all the way down to the soles of our feet, to the tips of our fingers, to the energy radiating from heart center up into our expression, our channel of love that we are. We fill ourselves with that spirit, and we trust and give thanks for this space that we share together this morning, in peace, in love, and in unity. And so it is. Amen. And now our daily word with Ron.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ron Johnson, and kind of following that same energy and love and peace. The daily word for the day is power. It was originally printed in May 8th, 1984. The affirmation: I go forth in confidence, aware of the power within me, through which I can do all things. I go forth in confidence, aware of that there is a power within me which is greater than any circumstances, any condition, any situation in the outer. This greater than any circumstances, any condition, and any situation in the outer is the power of a sustaining power, an overcoming power, a liberating power. It is a loving power, a comforting power, and through this power I can do all things. This power within me leads, guides, and sustains me. It uplifts and encourages me. It comes to my aid in time of trial. It comes forth through me as creativity and know-how. It is always there for me to call upon. It's a healing power, a prospering power, a renewing power, and it never depleted. Divine in me gives me dominion, power, and authority over my fears and over my world. So I go forth filled with confidence, sustained, strengthened, and eternally supported by the power of the divine within me. Supporting scriptures comes from 1 John 4, verse 4. For he who is in you is greater than he who is in the world. Again, the daily word for the day, power. I go forth in confidence, aware of the power within me, through which I can do all things. And and so it is.
Hey. Feel free to move your body. It's a wonderful Sunday and we're gonna have a good time. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Don't put it off. Just do it. Just say it. I'll speak my truth. I'll save my needs. Just say it. Just claim it. Act as if it is done, just claim it. Just breathe, breathe in faith, breathe in fear. Just breathe, just do it, just do it, just do it, I'll do it, just do it, I'll do it. I'm gonna give myself a gentle push, I'm gonna start today. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Don't put it off. Just do it. Just trust and faith. Don't put it down. Just trust. Love and just. I'm gonna give and love. Just love. Faith. I have faith. All is well. I have faith. Just do it. I'll do it. Just do it. Yeah, do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm gonna give myself a gentle push. I'm gonna start today. Every time I try to criticize and focus on my flaws, I don't realize that I am worthy and capable. I deserve to have it all. So here's my time. I'm gonna rise and shine and go for the dreams that I in my mind. Take one small step, and I'm gonna do it, and it's made. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I'll do it. Just do it. Yeah, do it. I'm gonna give myself a gentle push. I'm gonna start today. Just do it. It's done.
Yes. All right. Good morning, Unity of Oak Park. What was going on? That's so fun. Oh my gosh. Let's give him such a big hand. I like the name Heidi, but the name Caress would have been just fine. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. That was a soul shop. Right? Right? Because you're singing, you're going. Do you know how great you look, or does it matter, or do you care? Okay, so that's what's so interesting when you see somebody doing their thing. You can tell they're not going, how do I look? Does everybody like me? Does this sound good? It's like you're doing it. You're just doing it. So thank you. Yes, yes. It's all these. You do know we've got a lot of masters here in this space. Oh, yeah. Right? Because we come here to remember the mastery that's in us. That's why Jesus said, "These and greater things shall you do." And he didn't say it like, kind of like as a throwaway sentence. Do these things. It's like, how do you do these things? How do you access that divinity in you? Are you sign languaging and dancing? Like it's a new thing. I've got a video you doing this. Oh, okay. Okay. Would you like to come up here and do the talk? Because that's really cool. All right. So thank you. But do you see how she didn't have to think about that, or let me make sure I get this right, and let me make sure everybody understands sign language. You're just doing this. And And I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm so grateful to have found these principles a long time ago, because, man, are they handy when your life's like going, whoa, what's the heck's happening? And most of us are still aging, so stuff's always happening, right? So I'm just very grateful to be here. I really am. My name's Reverend Heidi Allfrey. You thought I just walked in off the street. I've been a Unity. I've been ordained since 2011, but been with Unity a long time. And thank you so much, Lindsay, for talking about being at Unity Village, because that is a really wonderful place to also experience the strength and the spirit and the power of these teachings, and so thank you, because I could feel you bringing that. And we do have this incredible history, and it's very strange. I was at Unity of Houston last Sunday, and the minister was speaking, which they do. Of course, the minister was speaking, but the point is, he was talking about unity, and he said, unity is in the lane of Christianity, but we also have this lane of the Eastern teachings of Buddhism and Hinduism, and so that's why sometimes it's hard to explain what we're doing here, right? Because what we're doing is, letting the spiritual principle and the energy in you be ignited to do the things that you are here to do. And so today's talk is to make space for grace, because what I have discovered in my journey is that I fill my head up, I fill my life up, I fill my closet up sometimes with things that I'm not using, and then I'm wondering why I'm not getting a lot of clarity, or what I'm really calling grace. And the things that happen all the time, the people that cross your path, you think about something and somebody calls you, and the more that you have the spaciousness to see the magic in life, the more magical it is. And this sounds really pretty simple, but it is really the practice of the human to allow ourselves to have space. Do you feel better after you sing? Yes. Do you guys feel better after you play? Right, because you're making that space for that spirit in you. Because when you're doing that, you're not making a grocery list, are you? Yeah, or worrying about, oh, it's really hot out there. You're doing your thing. And this is what making space for grace really is. And even though we can tend to be a little addicted to worry in this life, even though Jesus told you, don't worry about your life, but we seem to hang on to that one, you start to recognize how much you block this seeing the magic of life. So I wanted to start with a quote by Wayne Dyer, and it's about this connection and this grace. Let's see here. You all are going to see it before I see it. Okay, here we go. He says, when you're spiritually connected, you're not looking for occasions to be offended, and you're not judging and labeling others. You're in a state of grace in which you are connected to God and thus free from the effects of anyone or anything external to yourself. And we have all had moments like this, that you realize you're not reacting to what you used to react to. From the day I came into Unity, it started to shift for me the way I was behaving in the world. This is what's great about aging also. You can look back and go, I've done some pretty cool stuff. You're right, you don't even know. If you haven't, if you have a flower that grew, you've been successful. If you've raised a pet, if you've raised a child, if you've helped a parent transition, and all these things that you've done, in addition to you've touched so many people. And it's really valuable for us to acknowledge why we're here and all of the things that we've done while we've been here. Okay, sometimes we forget, and if you've heard this story before, I'm getting old. So, okay, but you'll enjoy it the second time too. Anyway, all right, so there is a woman that's been driving along, because sometimes we forget the grace in us when one of the areas is traffic. And I've lived in a lot of places, and everybody still talks about being out on the road. Everywhere, there's these horrible drivers, and it's never the driver. It's never you. It's never me. So the point is, this woman is driving and somebody cuts her off, and she just makes it through the red light, and this woman has to stop at the red light, and she's angry. I'm gonna put this here. She's angry, and she's yelling, and she's cursing outside the window, and she's got her arm raised, and there's a police officer behind her, and he turns on his lights, and she's still at the stoplight, and he comes over, and he said, and she said, why are you doing anything to me? I'm just here stopped. And he said, is this your vehicle? And she said, yes. And he said, well, on the back it says, peace is the way, coexist, follow me to Sunday school. And I thought maybe you stole the car. And this happens. It happens to all of us, where we are sort of railing against life, and it's like, gosh, I just left Unity. Or I just had a meditation. What's happening here? So grace, we do interesting things with the word grace. We can, people at the table might say, can somebody say grace? And we're all sort of, and then there's one like you. Grace. I'm joking. But it raises us to a different vibration when somebody is saying grace. It's like, boy, this food looks bad. No, it's like, oh, we get to raise up. Often when we'll see someone that we can consider is less, has not the advantages we have, and we can say, but for the grace of God, I am having the blessings I'm having. Which is true, and that person has blessings too. This is an interesting thing, but for the grace of God, that's not me perhaps, but the point is, we are all each other. That is an opportunity to know grace too. Yes, right, thank you. Yes, that really makes sense to me, of course. And this amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, and now I'm found, was blind, but now I see. Maybe we could say that together. That would be a good thing to say together. So, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a soul like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. And breathe into that sweet part of you that felt like it was blind, and whatever you see more clearly in your life. Increasing your own inner vision. So we can come back here to this moment. We are here in this moment, but if you want to open your eyes, it's fine. I've found with the feeling nature that when sometimes things are really up for me or people are in a lot of stress, sometimes I just give myself a tap here for this area of the ability to kind of increase that vibration there. Like I don't have to take this on. I'm kind of fanning up my own flame. I had a really fascinating experience in this world of being me, and my mom passed away on Tuesday. Her name was Maureen Alfrey. I think I've got a picture of her next in our little setup here. Here she is. She's so sweet, I know. Oh, it feels so odd, so odd. Yeah. And so her name's Maureen Alfrey, and she lived 92 years, and she was a very, very devout Episcopalian. Yeah. And we don't know. Many people here might not have had their mom around. My mom was always around, and it was quite. And we don't. If y'all want to look at that, it's fine. It's really interesting things in when someone that you love, and we all have had someone that we love, passes away. All right, because there's something, and you all know this, and I've listened to people talk about their mothers and their fathers, and I think, you can't connect with it until the person passes. But there's something that is so profound about not wanting to waste your energy and not wanting to waste the mental exercises of worrying about other people or trying to change other people. It really gets lifted. And just to talk about our power, I have a sibling that we've been a bit estranged. I don't know if anybody else has a sibling like that. I really respect her. I would never run into her in this lifetime. Like, I would never be anywhere she is, nor would she be anywhere I am. So we're 13 months apart. Isn't that odd? And many of us have that sibling in our family. And my mom, most moms would like their kids to get along. And I tried really hard. I did. One day she was really drunk, and I came up to my mother and I said, I've been sober 40 years. Do I have to stay here? And my mom said, no, you don't. And I left. And I think that was the last time I saw her. But the point is, she's a physician, and my mom, all the caretakers really wanted her to come. I'd been there 8 days, watching her breathing, going, Mom, I got a schedule. I'm supposed to be at Unity of Oak Park, like last Sunday. I'm joking, right? Because I'm like, I don't do this like random time. When do you pass away? How does that even work? And it starts to have you really start to think, before Holly gets here, the story about Holly, you get that time isn't a clock. It really isn't. We have a lot of things about clocks and arrivals and being bad and being good and all of these kind of things, and it's good to start on time. Welcome everybody online. But there is something so much grander, like when we're saying grace, when we're talking about amazing grace. And so to watch this person that had no schedule and to be forced to not plan something and not do something. And I was like, can I clean up something? Can I pack something? And all my siblings are like, don't do anything. Just be there. Aren't you the minister? Can't you? Okay. But to just practice this experience of what I'm calling grace, this essence of life that you can't see, that's so powerful, that's behind every single breath you take and every single person you meet and every single thing that's happening to you. That you are being provided for because you're here. And that is the thing really to notice, whether it's nature, friends, love, there's a buoyancy that's there for all of us. And so as I was there, lots of crying. I'm like, the airline's going to charge me extra for my bags. That's what came to me. And so sometimes I'm a stand-up comedian, but most of the time I'm a minister. So the idea of being able to be present and this grace, and then there came a time when the caretakers were a little concerned, and it would have been nice for my sister to be there. So she came, very inconveniently for her, but she needed to come, and we were planning on not being together, and we had to raise our consciousness. We had to. It was sort of, can we do this for the essence of our mother that brought us here? Could we think about that? I've been practicing ministry a long time, and it was still a question. And so she came, and we ended up holding my mom's hands. I was just looking at her lovingly, but my sister was taking her pulse, as she always does, and finally she said, Heidi, she's dead. And we were standing there together, and I just started weeping, and then we started singing. And then my sister, the physician, holds her head like this. She goes, Heidi, I think this was meant to be. I think we're supposed to get along. I'm like, I think so too. But I mean, the idea of being able to see the strengths in other people. She's a cerebral, when she's talking about medicine, she's in her bed. And when I'm talking about ministry, I'm in my bed. But how do the scientists and the spiritual people get along? How do people that are really in thought process versus feeling process, how can we be present for each other? And it's an exercise. It's an exercise of really being in grace and making space for that grace. And often if you don't make space for it, somebody else is going to make it for you, like your mother, right before she makes her last breath. It was so odd. It's still so eerie to me to experience something that's so much beyond my calendar and my schedule. And so I invite you all to consider what's going on maybe in your life that feels the sense of perhaps some confusing. It could be a relationship or a body ailment or something that you're just willing to pay attention to and to give some grace to it. We don't talk very kindly to our bodies. And the older and more aged we get, the less kind we are. I don't know if you read the Daily Word yesterday. It was a humdinger. It says, I am an ageless spiritual being in an aging physical body. I am an ageless spiritual being in an aging physical body. We can breathe into that. Can we find peace with that? Can we find grace with that? Because I'll tell you, at the end of our lives, the grace is what we got. The grace, the power of really holding love, even in the places where people are arguing and fighting. I don't know, we can sit in that grace. And then it is fascinating how the universe wants that to be your truth and wants that to be something you know. This is a physical experience. It's a spiritual experience, also a physical experience. I've been cleaning out my closet since 1976. When something's unused, it's just let's give it to the universe, and really nothing new can come in until that space is cleared. And that's a physical experience, and I'm constantly doing it. I got sparkly things that have to go back out the closet. Anyway, so a friend of mine here actually gave me an acronym for clutter, and I'll show it to you next here. Clutter, and I might have told you this one also, but it's a great one. Constantly letting unused things thwart experiencing richness. Yes, and richness, of course, is your sense of wholeness and stability. And this isn't, you don't do this perfect. Please let me say that 3,000 times. This is the opportunity to go, where does life feel cluttered? Even when you've got that spotless car that is not mine, or that spotless closet, or all that, your head can be very cluttery. And the experience of being able to just be kind about that. Not that I need to get rid of this and I'm a bad person if I've got clutter. It's like clutter is because we don't experience enough space. Even meditation, I know I've been at many churches, they go, only do 1 minute of silence. Only do 2 minutes of silence. 5 minutes, then I'll be at other places where they're like, we have 5 minutes of silence. I'm like, I like it because it makes us uncomfortable at first. And then we start to experience a deeper sense of who we are. Jesus said, when you pray, go away by yourself. Shut the door behind you and pray to your Father, this I am, in private. Then your Father who sees everything will reward you. When you pray, don't babble on. I did not know babble was in this version of the Bible. I've never heard babble, but is the New Living Translation. Don't babble on as the Gentiles do. They think their prayers are answered merely by repeating their words again and again. And we know that that's why these words, whatever we're using, whatever the affirmation is, it's to be gentle with ourselves. It's to be peaceful with ourselves. It's to be able to hear another idea. Because our training was whatever your family system was, whatever was going on, whatever religiously, spiritually was going on. There's a freedom from any of that, from you coming here and being in the I am that I am. I heard the mastermind group this morning, the prayer group. They were talking so quietly. I wanted to sneak in there and what are y'all doing in here? But they were so purposeful in their words. I could hear it. I could hear the love for each other. I could hear the strength. And this is how we do our work with grace, is to bring ourselves into that experience. John Denver, in his song, Looking for Space, he says, I'm looking for space to find out who I am. I'm looking to know and understand. The more I understand about this life, the less it's a head trip. It's completely a heart trip. And when my mom was passing, nothing else was important. It's so weird how every other priority just fell away. And I see how much junk I've got in my calendar that it's like, I mean, not really junk, but so many of the things that prioritizing what really matters. And as we know, what really matters is your connection. I was talking with this lovely gentleman over at the snacks today, and we were having your name again. I'm spaced. I want to say Lawrence, yes. And we were just talking in those moments. And because my mom, and you know this, when someone passes, it's like every moment with every person. Lawrence, the rental car person's like, yeah, okay, enough of the appreciation. Thank you for being here. You're just such a wonderful employee. And it's like, okay, I've heard enough, lady, move on. But you know how it is. Everything is important, and I want to live like that. So I appreciate being here. When I was thinking of where do I want to be, like days after my mom passing, this community is such a hammock and a haven and a love pit and a wonderful place. And thanks, Rev Ev, for inviting me, and Scott, and all of you that make this community what it is. It's a phenomenal place. And do you feel more alive and well after you're here, right? Because you all teach that, and we can live that. So this afternoon, the soul shop, I'm calling it, is really the opportunity to talk about maybe where you are unkind to yourself, to have some awareness around that. And then we're going to do some somatic music, movement to some music that is very, where your soul can listen rather than your head. And we would, your presence will inspire everyone else, just being present. And that's at 11:45. So I am going to end with the Wayne Dyer quote once again. And I'd like you just to close your eyes for this quote. When you're spiritually connected, and we know that that is making that choice, connect with your heart, connect with your breath. When we're spiritually connected, you're not looking for occasions to be offended. You're not judging and labeling others. You're in a state of grace in which you know you are connected to God and thus free from the effects of anyone or anything external to yourself. So let's sit in Mr. Dyer's words as we go into a time of contemplation and remembering and the experience of being able to be present. Let's be with the breath. The breath, the feeling of the breath coming in your nose and your nostrils and filling your lungs. And the ability to exhale, just to let go, surrender. We are doing this breathing. Let's have another breath. At all times, without a plan or a schedule. How many breaths in an hour? Got to stay on schedule. That isn't the way your life is given to you. It's given to you with a system that works. This soul, it has every part that it needs. It is in completeness. It's in wholeness. There's no part that's missing, ever, never. So let us practice this word that I just love today, which is caress. Let's have the practice of caressing the soul that we are, the beauty that we've brought to this world, and take in that feeling, that idea of something that you feel really good about, that you know it's come together because you're here. And allow yourself to sit in that appreciation, that caress of this wonderful body temple, of this ageless spirit in an aging body, in a vibrancy that is bigger than anything physical. So we rest in the music, dancing with our soul, caressing our beingness, appreciating this community, appreciating our place and time in the universe, right here and right now. Let the music caress you. I thank the spirit that inhabits my body. I thank the gifts and the strengths that I have, and I am held and loved by the strengths and gifts of others. I relax into this feeling of wholeness. And of unique perfection. Thank you for this community, the way it holds us and loves us as we learn to love ourselves. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
All right. Good morning. My name is Elizabeth, and I am on the Board of Trustees. Unity of Oak Park, thank you, is a self-funded spiritual community. Your offerings help us continue to make the difference so that we can come together for service and events, pay for the operations of the church and our awesome band, and the Sunday team. Know your contributions matter to keep our community and dreams alive. There are many ways to give. You can use the Support Unity button on our website, text a donation to 708-980-0073 from your phone, or place a check or cash in the baskets or at the door, and of course, mail a check to our office. We are so grateful for your financial contributions in addition to your donations of time and talent, which allow our ministry and our ministry's mission to grow and thrive. As our founder, Myrtle Fillmore, says, because it is given in love, it is blessed to the giver, blessed to the receiver, blessed to the cause. Now let us sing as we collect our offerings. Remember, our chaplains are here and available to pray with you and support you before and after service. And please join them every Monday on Zoom for prayer and meditation. Details are on our website. Now let us affirm our offertory prayers together as we bless all of the prayers in our hearts, the service we give to make our community operate, and the financial offerings we contribute that make our community thrive. Divine love, expressing as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive, and all that I am. And so it is. Amen.
happy. Don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no place to lay your head. Ain't got nobody to took your bed. Don't worry, I'll be happy. The landlord says your rent is late, and he may have to litigate. Don't worry, be happy. Look at me, I'm happy. Don't worry. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah. Don't worry, be happy. Come on, Sam. Don't worry, be happy. Ain't got no cash, ain't got no style, ain't got no gal to make you smile. Don't worry, be happy. 'Cause when you worry, your face will frown, and that will bring everybody down. So don't you worry, you gotta be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Say one more time, everybody. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you guys so much.
Yes. Woo! Let's give it up another time. Thank you so much to Caress, to Juan Lorenz, and the whole Unity Band. Yes. And to Reverend Heidi for sharing your heart with us. Yes, yes. And your mother's heart, too, so thank you. And yes, I just echo again to join us in the chapel after service for her soul shop. It will be that space for grace that we all need, so yes. And with that love in our hearts, with that energy of don't worry, be happy, let's take that into our week and into the rest of this day, all those little bits of connection like Reverend Heidi talked about. So Let us now bless our youth and the youth department that are over in the chapel right now. We bless them. Baba Tony and Chris, our leaders, and everyone who's there in heart and in spirit. And let's close with our prayer of protection, followed by the peace song. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.